Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's your boy Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video, an exciting video. We know that WWE 2K is about to make the big reveal on what, Monday, Tuesday, but don't worry, this video will come out before that. I got a special guest in the building. We got the lovely Jaquel in the building. Can you talk to the people and tell them a little bit about your channel?
All right, my name is Jaquel, and my channel name is Jaquel XO. I do gaming content mainly about WWE 2K games, and I actually do a custom universe in collaboration with Chris, who is my boyfriend, and that is something that we love to do, and WWE is something that we love to talk about. And the whole universe that we run is all custom. We run a three assigned show called PPW, ABW, and Velocity, and that's just what we got going on our channel, and that's been a fun thing to do.
Yeah, see, listen, y'all need to tap in. Y'all want to really be, part of the wrestling community online. We don't just talk about wrestling with the show, we talk about video games as well. So, me and Jaquel are going to talk about our wish list for WWE 2K25, and I want to get right into it. Let's talk about some match types. So, I'm gonna let you go first, and I'm gonna bounce back and forth off of you with the type of match types that we want in WWE 2K25.
Okay, so in 2K25, what I would love to see some more match types. I really did love how they incorporated a special guest referee, casket match, ambulance match in 24, but I feel like it could bring some more exciting and more variety if they were to add an Inferno match. That was a match I used to play all the time back in the day with the games, and it's always been a fun favorite of mine to just throw your opponent over the rope. And also would love an I Quit match. That definitely needs to come back. I Quit match was more intense and it brought more variety and a different type of game. And I feel like it can be really cool for custom. So if you want to do like any custom in universe to have a more fun variety match. And Buried Alive has not been seen in such a long time. And Buried Alive was such a fun game mode. And those are the main three that I would love to be added back into the game.
So I'm glad you mentioned special guest referee because I like that they included it, but I need them to up to the ante a little bit. I need to have special guest referee for every match type that requires like a referee to do the count. I would love to be a special guest referee and do a last man standing match or something. And you just count hella fast. And then I don't know what game it was, but we could have two special guest referees or something like that. I know that's very arcadey, but I just think we need more. What do you think about that idea?
I actually like that idea. I feel like it could be a little bit more added features that you can do as a ref. I mean, what you can do is really okay, but the counting fast definitely is the best part and adds more character, more story included when you're playing the game. So I definitely can agree on that as well.
And then I think just the only other thing that I want to see is I want to see there's no reason for them to do this, but I really want to get I want to get the Iron Survivor match. I don't know how you can incorporate that. I guess you could kind of do it like War Games a little bit, but I think that that should be in the game because the match been around for like a long time now. There's no reason not to have that, but you got War Games, I think.
That is true, but I think the rules are a little bit different. So I feel like that could be another match that could be added. Like for example, with the Iron Survivor, like you can have somebody in the pod, somebody comes back in, so that would be more of an interesting gameplay to incorporate in the match, and that'll be a little bit more fun. And then add in the scoreboard, I think that would be really cool to like have in the game. That would be a very fun match. Now that you mention it, I didn't even think about that one. I would really love to have that in the game. That would be good.
Listen, I know if they don't do it, somebody gonna mod it, so I'm gonna keep my eyes out. But other
Mm-hmm.
than that, I want to get right into since we talk about match types, let's go to gameplay since we talk about match types as well. Now, I got her notes in front of me. She got some good stuff with the gameplay, but let's talk about the chain wrestling off the jump because I think that's something we both want off the rip.
Yeah.
So like, well, why do you miss chain wrestling for the video game series?
Okay, so that definitely was my first one to put on the list because of the fact chain wrestling, it felt more technical. I really love presentation of games, but being a gamer for so long, when you get more in-depth detail with gameplay, it makes you more intrigued and more interactive in the game. And it actually feels like you're doing a wrestling match and not just having a standard platform based controls where you just press one button, it does a command, but you actually moving your opponent and tackling against them with the chain and kind of being competitive to bring back that competitive nature because that's something that gamers love to have a challenge. And chain wrestling will bring that effect, and also it just makes you feel like you're in a wrestling match and not just moving your character around, but there's more interaction with it. So that's the reason why that's the top of my list because I actually didn't miss that mechanic in the game.
Yeah, I wasn't mad at the combo stuff, but like I'm trying to play wrestling. I'm not trying to play Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Like I gotta push XX square to execute a combo. It's kind of annoying. Like I miss the old way, just flick the stick, then grab, then you could say, "Oh, I'm gonna push circle," or "I'm gonna go this way." I could taunt while I'm grabbing them and stuff like that. So I do miss like that aspect of the game as well. But you had something that I didn't think about. You put OMG moments. So what made you think about
Yeah.
OMG moments? Because it's been some time.
Okay, only reason why I thought to bring back OMG moments is because you used to have to build up to get the OMG moment. You have to get your finisher up, and there's I love that you had to get the spot. That's the most important thing. And me as a wrestling fan, when I'm watching, a match, a good spot is like a wow, it's an OMG moment. And then to be able to do that in the game, it can make the match more fun, more competitive. I would just love to see that back. And there were so many different varieties that you can do. Push your whole opponent to the through the barricade, a
Hmm.
suicide dive. It was like certain moves that you can do, and it was just always the best thing to see was the OMG moment. I had loved it, and I would do it every single match every time I played.
Nah, facts, nah, facts. Now that you brought it up, I do remember, but I'm like, I'm trying to remember the last time that was in the game for real. Like, I can't even
Um,
really think of it.
I think last time when I seen it was back in W 2K14 or 15. I think it was in both of those, if I'm not mistaken.
That's, I think you might be right. That is
Mhm.
insane because I definitely do miss that. Even like just like it'll make maybe like the screen will shake, like just something to make it feel better.
It's just
But
those details.
and then you mentioned more weapons physics. I definitely agree. I don't know why we don't got the double stack tables. I don't even know if you could set the table on fire anymore. Or maybe I haven't tried in a long time.
Yeah, you can still do that, but the weapon physics is super important. Like, yeah, they brought where you could just throw it, and I actually do think that's kind of funny, but I really
Hmm.
miss how you could put the chair over the opponent's head or their arm, their leg. It was just those small little details that just gave everything. And then I also added on my notes as well too that I forgot about was ladder physics, where you can reposition the ladder on in the corner on the second rope. You could be able to set up it outside of ringside and then jump over to an opponent that's in the ring. It was just small stuff like that that you can do. Putting the ladder against the opponent's head and doing the attack. It was
Yeah.
just small things like that can make the game mode just so much more fun. And that is just what I thought about. And weapon physics is really awesome because we see it as we watch wrestling matches. Opponent, got their whole arm stuck in the chair, they can't do anything, and then boom, that would just be awesome. It's just being more target limits, and that would be cool. But that's something.
Yeah, I would like them to add weapon finishers. Like, if I'm doing a last man standing and I got my special, I should be able to like Batista bomb somebody on the steps or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
just add an extra, if not a finisher, a signature, or something. Like, it gotta be a way that if I do this to somebody, like they shouldn't be able to get up after that. Like, it should be like a KO type of thing. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that, or because even a table finisher,
Oh
it,
yeah, those.
I miss that where you put them on the table, you press Y or triangle, then you go to the top rope and then you do a dive and it's a finisher, not just me jumping off it to the table. Like I miss that.
Because just imagine how many wrestlers you can do that with, and then customizing your own wrestler to do those type of moves. It would really be fun. And 2K's missing out on adding stuff like that. Hopefully they do it, but if they don't, that's always a wish that we can always hope to be added into the game.
I was about to say we definitely wishing because I
Definitely.
gotta. I got a feeling. Well, I'm gonna get into your bag, universe mode. See, I'm a my GM type of
Ooh,
guy, but I know you be rocking with universe mode. Y'all be doing y'all creations, so I'm gonna let you talk about what you want to see in universe mode. I personally think they should just get rid of it because I don't think that they could do anything with it. I think it's done. But let me know what you think,
what?
though.
Okay, getting rid of Universe would make the game a bore because Universe has been on all WB games like base. But Universe mode is really fun, and as I said in my channel, that's something that I do wholeheartedly. Universe mode, they definitely need to add the promos and then add promo mini games. That would be
Yeah.
great. Instead of just having a match card, you just make matches back to back to back. But adding that extra fill in for a promo would be really nice. It would really give universe mode where you actually feel like you're booking a show and not just booking matches. And the promo mini game would be nice too to battle it out. If you want to manually do it yourself and not just have it automatic for whoever you assigned. And then I would love where you can actually change a wrestler to face, to be a face or a heel. That's like another detail that would be nice. Yes, we have friends and foes, make somebody an ally, make somebody an enemy, but being face and a heel, I think that would add more character, especially for some creators who have custom universe modes. That would be really nice as well. Those are like the only two that I can think of that would make universe mode more flexible. Like they added
Uh,
the champion, but it was just like, no, that's okay, but let's
right.
more.
I think just bring back even the simple thing. Everybody say this every year, but just the not having a show intro, it still doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Even if they don't necessarily do pyro all the time in real life, just open the show, pyro. Michael Cole say, "Hey, welcome to Raw," and then just go straight to the match. Like even that gave me more
Yeah.
excited than just I'm going in it. I know what I want to add to universe mode. You need to be able to export tag teams from regular mode to universe mode. I'm tired of keep making the same tag teams over and over again. Like it's so annoying. That's why I don't like playing it because it's like I'm not about to keep doing that. And then I
Mm-hmm.
know my GM got the draft and stuff like that, but it's very hard to manage like who's on your roster sometimes because it's like they'll let you know when you make the show, but then when you do like a join show, you're like, damn, is Roman on Raw or SmackDown? Like, I don't know, I'll just take a guess and just go from there. So I think it's little details, but I do think that this might be the last time that they could really do it because if they said if they can't add anything, it's going to be the same. So it's kind of like why keep playing it, you know?
That's very true. And then as far as GM, I'm not really too familiar with that mode, but after you explained the details of what they could add, that actually does make a lot of sense. You don't really know who's on the roster, who just switched over, so that can see where it can cause that confusion. So they can definitely fix that up too.
Listen, y'all better tap in with my gym. I'm telling you, my gym. Listen, only thing my gym is missing is custom. I'll talk about it since we're here. If they let you customize my gym as far as I get to choose what belts go on each show, I get to choose the logo for the show and all that. I think my gym would give Universe Road Mode a run for his money because one, it's not broken. Because universe mode, sometimes you'll have a manager that you'll give the other person two managers, and then we both got Dominic Mysterio as our manager. Like little stupid stuff like that. Like maybe it's just me that happens to, but it's very annoying.
Okay, I might have to get into GM mode after this just to see what's about and then see how the features are. I might like it, so I'm gonna give that a shot. Give that a shot.
Speaking of features, so you see how we segment? Let's talk about some game features. Now, listen, I think we both are privy on both of these, but create a
Mhm.
finisher and create a story. I need to create a finisher. I remember we could do the most ridiculous. I would have him punch, kick, punch, DDT, then do like just doing the most stupidest things, but it was fun. Like
It was fun.
games aren't arcadey anymore. They ought to be too realistic. But like, what do you think about create a finisher and create a story?
Yes, that is something I agree on that they should add. Create a story was something I spent hours on because you want to feel like you're being like the booker, you're the head chief of this whole show. And then also it would help for people who have, YouTube channels and they want to create their own thing, creating content without having to use the most base things. And with the creative tab of that, I would love more call slots. because
Mm.
100 is okay, but I feel like they can increase it to at least like 150 or 200. I know 200 is a stretch, but a lot of people love to create wrestlers, and that's something that's the creative tab is my favorite thing. And I loved how they did create a sign. I thought that was really cool. But um to piggyback off of the cost slots, I really miss how you had multiple attires, like attire slots. We only
Hmm.
have two, but I really miss how they used to buff it to four because you would have your main one and then you would have attire one, attire two, and three. And so to give more designs to your wrestler, you want to create different characters, different gimmicks, because that's what I really love. Because there's so many wrestlers that I've made, and it's just like I wish I could get a new outfit because I don't want to delete the one I have, and that is what I would love. And then create an entrance. I really would love opening pyro. That would be really fun to create for yourself instead of using like the default what they would put in the game to make your own opening pyro show. That would be really cool as well. Um, so yeah, that's like the things I can think about of adding more creative features to the game that I feel like will make more fun.
I think that I do want more slots, but I'm starting to think the problem isn't the slots. I think they need to up the amount of images you can use because that's where I keep running into problems. I got like all my slots are almost filled, but I can't download anyone else because I used all the image slots because everybody wants the face to be perfect. So they can have like 50 images to one character, and even though their like gear is hella basic, it's all on the face, the tattoos. They got to up the image slots to at least like 5,000. I'm not gonna lie, 1,000 not enough.
That is true because there's so many times where I've seen a logo I want to put on a wrestler, but it's like, oh, you use all images parts, and it's like we need more than that because there's so many designs, so much creativity that you could put on a wrestler's attire, but they debuffed it and all that stuff, so it sucks. So it's like you got to limit your creation. So they definitely could increase that up, and that would be really good.
And now we talked about everything with the base game, but you know they got
Mhm.
to make their money. So you know we got to get to some DLCs. But I got a bone to pick with you about these DLCs. I think you're giving them too many good ideas because I want to talk about the NXT Trendsetters DLC pack that you came up with that I'm gonna put on the screen when I do all the editing.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you trying to rob the people of some of these people that would need to be in base game? Jada Parker and Lola Vice? I could see the rest of them. And so Ruka, so we gotta pay for
Mm-hmm.
Jada Parker? What's going on?
Yes, only reason why is because I was thinking Jada Parker could be on the base game of main roster, but I think she would definitely be a grab for a DLC pack because everybody loves Miss Parker because I love her myself. But all of the others that I added because I was like they came kind of after and in the mix of the game being created. So I was like Lola Vice would be a great add, Stephanie Mercure, Zarya, Soruka, and Julia. That is just the pack that I would, my money would be there. I'm buying it and adding the trendsetters because they really have set the wave, even for them coming in midway. They really have added so much value to the women's division and just having them to be highlighted into a pack, it would really set the standard for other ladies that are coming on. And that's the reason why I labeled it trendsetters because they really have set a way for themselves and for the women's division of NXT.
Thinking of NXT, let's now. Here's another one. Now, listen, if I don't get Femi on the base game, I'm going to be pissed off. So
Right.
NXT breakout stars, you got Femi, Javon Evans, Ethan Page. Damn, I didn't even notice you got Vincent Clay. I can see Vincent Clay being a DLC.
Mm-hmm.
Tatum Paxley, and is that Jasmine on there?
Yep, my girl Jasmine. Yes, I put all of them in there. I love it. I put all of them together. It's just because they really, when they came in, they made their moment and they made it known. They set their standard, who they are, and what their name is, so they can be remembered. And I mean, Obafemi too is just one of my personal favorites, like right
Mm-hmm.
NXT, and he's just been very dominant. And he's the reason why I put him in the center of the pack because he really had a breakout year, had a great run as North American champion and now that he's an NXT champion. Now Javon is really cool as well, and I would love his moveset. his moveset is really creative. Ethan Page, a great heel, and he had a great breakout, making a big statement against Trick Williams. And he really broke out and made his name known quick. Gren, she really made herself on the market at Deadline. And she really showcased a lot. And she kind of surprised me. And so I really wanted to add her in there too. She's definitely worth a spot. Tatum Paxley, creative gimmick, creative look, and just really love her overall style in the ring as well. It's very different. And Jasmine, there's really nothing much to say with Jasmine. She's just it. And she's that girl. And I love what she's added to the women's division as well. And so putting them all together overall is just a great way to say these stars have broken out and set the name, set the standard of what they are about.
I think we could get Tatum Paxley on the base game at minimum because she's been with Roxanne Perez. Because they, it's, I mean, not Roxanne Perez, Lyra Valkyria. It's going to be hella outdated. So I kind of already know Roxanne Perez is for sure going to be champion when the game come out, and then they'll patch it or whatever the case may be. But those are the tribal family one. Let's get into the tribal family one.
Okay.
So you trying to make us pay for old Roman? That's crazy. That's a
Yes.
little crazy. Okay. But the Tonga
Uh,
Tongas and Fatu, I get it.
yeah, definitely. I wanted to incorporate that how 24 they had the Family Nightmare pack and
Hmm.
they had old versions of Cody. And so that kind of got my inspiration of why I wanted to do Tribal Family and Roman's father and his brother. Like I don't really feel like they've been in the game. And that would be really nice legends to add in to and also be added for the tag division. That would be really nice to see, his family, be in the game. And then Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. I don't know if anybody wants Tonga Loa, but he just fits the concept of tribal family and being added and being another character, another wrestler you can be playable in the game. And then Jacob Fatu, um, don't know if he's going to be on the main roster, so that's the reason why I put him in a pack, so that way you can buy him. And I think just the whole concept of tribal family would be a really good pack to have. And just mainly the main focal point is just to have Roman's father and his brother, to be showcased and get more highlight that they were the wave of the WWE industry of WWE. And that's the reason why I put them all together.
I think they're gonna do something like that for real. The tribal pack make if they if Rome well we know Roman the cover they already leaked it they're gonna try and say he's not but we know he's the cover for sure. But I
Exactly.
think that actually be a real pack. Now I think this last one is very interesting and I don't know what the situation is gonna be but I can see two of these people being on here for sure. Oh no, four actually because Motor City Machine Gun's gonna be on there. The TNA Wrestling pack. Talk a little bit about this pack before we end it off for sure, because I know people are going to be shocked about this one.
Yes. So I think having a pack with another promotion now that they're partnered with TNA, we've seen so many good highlighted moments with TNA wrestlers coming on to NXT doing this crossover, and it's been really fun to, um, watch them play out and do their thing and represent their brand. And I put Jordan Grace, Zachary Wentz, Joe Hendry, Rosemary, Motor City, and Masha Slamovich. I
Mm.
put them all together because they have really brought so much hype to NXT, and I would love it. Me personally, I loved Zachary Wentz, him and Wesley.
Yeah, that was
I
good.
love that dynamic, and at No Mercy, Wes and Zachary had a great match. That match is something that lives in my head rent free. And then Jordan Grace is just awesome. I loved her match with Roxanne Perez at Underground. That was just a 5 star. And Masha, I know she just got noticed. She was seen last week. They just gave her a little showcase, pandered the camera to her. I know she hasn't had a match yet, but seeing things are stirring up, she would be a great wrestler. And I'm happy she's being looked at because I have followed her for a while, and she's one of the wrestlers that I love. And Joe Hendry, awesome guy. He's really good, and Rosemary would be really an awesome ad. So that's the reason why I put them together. This would be a good first pack for teammates to be collab with and then be put in the game. Will it happen? I don't know, but it would be really cool to see other wrestlers from other promotions being added So that's the reason why I put them together.
I can see the Motor City Machine Guns definitely got to be in the game. It's no, I think they're gonna keep the packs like the same, almost like the Global Star, blah blah blah. I think Motor City Machine Guns gonna be in there. Now, Joe Hingie and Jordan Grace, I think they have a really good chance of being in, especially because Jordan Grace was at the last Royal Rumble. So I mean, you know they scan people at Royal Rumble. So I mean, if they was gonna do it, they could have scanned them. You never know. I
You
mean, you
never
know.
know.
I think this is a good idea for real.
It is a
But
good
you know, the reveal coming out soon.
idea.
I think once the reveal come out and we start seeing features, we gotta link up again and then talk about the actual features that they revealed to us before the game come out. And then when the game come out, we all gotta get online and we gotta have a fatal four way. So we gotta have a
Yeah.
battle royal or something like that. If the connection work. But nah, but please tell the people how they can find you on socials, even though I got them right at the bottom. Please let the people
Mhm.
know.
All right. Well, you can find me all it's Jakale XO. It's on all platforms. I do stream on Twitch. I stream my custom universe. Um you can find me on Instagram at jakale.xo and my YouTube channel is Jakale XO. So everything's the same except for Instagram is just a period in between and that's where you can find me and I'll be over there.
Listen, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to Jakil's channel. Y'all make sure y'all follow what she doing. I shared a couple of stuff on the community tab, and some of y'all been running it up, so that's good. But we got to keep running it up because we building a community, making some new friends, some new family. So listen, the
Mhm.
wrestling family keeps expanding. Thank you for coming on the channel. I'm about to edit this real nice. I mean, you already did a lot of heavy lifting. These some good graphics, so
Yeah.
I so listen, keep uploading, upload more, and I
Yeah.
think, you know, you about to gain some traction for real.
Thank you. And I'm so sorry that we're just getting to the end. I just thought about something in my notes I forgot to mention about the gameplay feature. Can
Nah,
I add that
keep
real
going. We
quick?
got time.
Okay, so it's just one thing that I forgot in the game feature, the gameplay. I missed where you can get weapons from the crowd. Um I
Hmm.
missed that where you can get a cup or crutch and get a guitar. And that's just the only thing I wanted to add. I forgot to add that in there, and that was just something that made the gameplay fun as well.
And you reminded me, are you familiar with
Mhm.
NBA 2K?
I do not play that, but I am familiar with it.
So supposedly the whole thing is they're about to make a city for WWE, WWE 2K25, like a city where you walk around with your character, blah blah blah. Um,
Oh, that would be cool.
it
'Cause
it sounds cool, right? But NBA 2K, the city is really for like more microtransactions. So if they do it that way, basically you'll create your wrestler for my career, but then you'll have to walk around, buy ring gear, buy tattoos, go to the gym and work out. Like it's just ways for you to have to buy VC. Unless they do it differently, I'll be cool with it, but I just think it's going to be a way to get more ads because you know WWE doing their ads with Snickers C4. I could kind of see where it's going, but I'm holding out hope. But I mean, hopefully we'll know next week. That should be the first thing they reveal, if anything. So.
yeah, it definitely should, especially since they're making everything be bigger, bolder, and better. So hopefully they go all out and they'll give something for the product for us to, consume that would be groundbreaking. So hopefully it will. We'll just have to see on the announcement, see if they deliver. So we won't really find out until next week.
Yep. So thank y'all for coming through. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe to both of our channels. Obviously, her link will be in the description down below and everything. All her socials will be on the video. And y'all stay tuned. But now we definitely gonna tap in again for the show. So I definitely appreciate you.
Oh, thank you. And I appreciate you having me here. I am in love with your channel. I really love what you're doing. I love your consistency. It's definitely motivating. And that's something that has been keeping me going.
Facts. Listen, it's gonna happen. We just gotta keep going. And speaking of which, since we already recorded, I'm gonna edit today. It's gonna drop on Sunday. So that's a nice surprise for y'all out there. I ain't gonna make y'all wait till Monday. It's gonna drop on Sunday because I'm dropping something else tomorrow as well. So thank y'all. Y'all have a good day. Peace.